good at what they do, and the people they have around them are good at what they do. So ultimately, it's a massive group effort. That's why we have a team of several hundred employees at RFK to run 3 race cars. Right? There's a lot goes into making us competitive and putting one of our RFK Fords in the victory lane.
Part of the legends of guys like Earnhardt and Yarborough was built on taking an average race car, manhandling it, being the tough guy, and gritting it out and winning a race. Is that kind of still possible these days, taking an average car and winning?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's certain races and certain opportunities present themselves, right? You're not always going to have the best car when you win a race, so that's not changed. It's still a very physical sport. There's nothing to change about that, and I think everybody treats it a lot differently nowadays. Everybody staying in this room has a workout routine and knows what goes into this and plans for 600 miles or plans for 140-degree heat or whatever it may be. So, the prep level is at the top throughout this entire garage now. It's not a handful of people that ultimately were just tougher or worked at better or smarter in their decisions. Everybody has gotten into that detail work, and so you don't necessarily look at it the same as somebody just powers through. It's everybody has trained to be at this level and knows the circumstances and the challenges that are ahead each and every weekend.
I don't know how much you can say, but if the penalty is upheld this week, how much of a setback is that for you guys?
You know what? We're not even going to go there. At this point, it's we're approaching these race weekends like nothing's changing. We figured at the beginning of the year we were in a must-win situation before we ever got on the racetrack. Has really been the case for the last several years. You can't depend on fighting for 1 or 2 point spots to get into the playoffs. So that's not going to change our outlook. I don't know what the outcome will end up being. I'll be in Nashville promoting that race for the sport on Wednesday, so I don't even get to go to my own appeal. But I guess I'll hear about it at the end of the night once the dust settles where we're at, and figure out where it all went.
How much of that will change because you missed the playoffs last year by being so close to multiple wins and obviously didn't get one until the playoffs? I think last year just proved to us every year is a must-win situation, and we just had to win sooner. And that was, big goal for us this season was to be in the hunt earlier. And I believe that we've had speed across RFK to do that, and haven't quite closed or sealed the deal. And this is a great opportunity for us this weekend. It's been a really good track for us.
Chris, speaking of the team and speed and where you've been at this year, can you just kind of take me through halfway through the regular season where you feel the team is at in terms of where you want to be and what you want to accomplish here as the year goes on?
We want more wins, but we've had a lot of speed. We've had we have a pit crew that is top 5 on pit road just about every single week. We were making good decisions back at the shop. We're making great strategy calls from the top of the box. We're capitalizing on restarts and having fast race cars has helped us do a lot of these things. We've been close. We've had some off weeks, but ultimately we're doing well. We're just not doing well enough. We want to be further along at this point, and as we dip off into the summer stretch here, it's time to buckle down and just clean up some of the little details.
When you look at Michigan here in a couple of weeks, the place you've had success and won at, what do you need to be able to go out and win that race with the way it is?
I think we have it, honestly. Where our mile and a halves have been, we did the tire test there a while back now. That was extremely strong for us. I'm excited for that one. Go there, try and back it up.
It seems like most penalties, the appeal is announced immediately. What was the reasoning behind RFK waiting a couple days to officially appeal it?
I don't have the answer to that on why exactly that all was the way it was.
And then looking ahead to tomorrow, the Xfinity race today is actually going to have a longer final stage than the Cup race, which is just the 4 segments of 100 laps. Do you feel like that 4th stage should be longer than the others, similar to how most of the races on this schedule are?
I guess in my opinion, I would rather see it be 3 stages like normal. If that's what we're up against, and that would stretch our stages out and create maybe some different strategy options. So, if it were solely my decision, I would say yes. I would move that around where you didn't have the 4 even hundreds.
With the controversy last weekend with the All-Star Open and the choose box not being really visible, lacking the paint, is that a frequent occurrence, or is that something that rarely happens? How visible is it usually to you guys in the car?
No, that's very rare. I would say it's kept up with pretty well. I don't know what it was about Wilkesboro. The orange paint everywhere wasn't as bright as normal. Even the pit road corner paints weren't quite as bright, but I don't think that had as much to do with it as the fact that there were just so many cars on track, whether it was modifieds, trucks, cup cars, the late models, a lot of different rubber going down. The Reagan out there with the demonstrator car out there, cutting up a little bit. It had so much rubber down on it. It's not that the paint went away; it had so much rubber in it that you couldn't see it from the direction that the rubber was put into the racetrack. So, being basically in the braking zone, it just rubbered up too heavy to the point where we couldn't see it from anywhere other than looking at it backwards.
Thank you, Chris.
This is Custom Patch Hats. But what makes us custom? Well, that actually begins with you. We're just bringing your unique vision to life. No knockoffs, no lookalikes. Your design is one of a kind. We know hats, we know design, and we know quality. The proof? It's in our production. Hand-stitched with precision and care, with brands you know and trust. A one-of-a-kind patch deserves a one-of-a-kind treatment, all the way to your doorstep. It's how we keep it custom.
Steven Stumpf of Frontstretch.com here. Come back for more great racing videos, and if you like us, don't forget to hit that subscribe button.